Hi everybody, this is Devin Edwards with Favorite Manly Recipes. Today we're going to be doing a turkey breast. We have Thanksgiving coming up soon, and that says Thanksgiving like of course your traditional turkey and Dallas Cowboys football. So let's get this going. Alright, so I've mixed up all my dry ingredients already. You'll be able to see the details of the measurements that we're putting on. Basically I've halved this measurements since I'm just doing a turkey breast. I'll put the full turkey recipe on the website and on the YouTube details. But basically we're using a few things here. We're using rosemary, some lemon pepper, we got some ground sage, parsley flakes, and some thyme. And then also I got the Barbecue Pit Boys rub recipe that I added to it as well. So finished product all mixed up right there, all my dry ingredients. Then I've taken a stick of full butter, or real butter, not margarine, and melted it down. And I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to that. What we're going to do is we're going to inject the turkey with a little bit of this, just to get some of that butter flavor on the inside. Now I'm going to also take a teaspoon of my dry rub that I've made up here and add that into the butter for my injection. I'm not going to use all this butter on the injection. I'm just going to do a couple on each side of the turkey breast. Now if I had a full turkey I'd be injecting it into the legs as well, but today we're just going to go simple. So mix up that rub in there. I'm going to add just a little bit more than a teaspoon. I'm going to do a teaspoon and a half, just to get some of those spices inside the bird as well as outside. Okay. Now one of the things I've also done in prep for this is I've pulled off the skin, so we can put this rub in underneath the skin and fold it back, and it will kind of act to hold it all in so it won't fall off during the cooking process. But I'll get to that in a minute. Should be okay just to poke through the skin as far as with our injection. I'm not going to pull this all the way down to inject. I don't really think that's necessary. Alright, so let's get this going. This is a heavy duty injector that I'm using. It's kind of hard to get it out, but goes in easy. We're just going to put a little squirt on each one and kind of fill that plump up when you squirt it in that turkey breast. Alright, so we finished injecting the turkey. We got the butter inside, and it looks like it's staying pretty well. I'm not seeing much dripping coming out. So we're going to go ahead and finish it up and rub all the rest of the butter and the spices in. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of our dry spices now and just add them to the butter. And I'll mix them up. This is going to be a lot thicker. That's why I only added a few of the spices to begin with when we were doing the injection, because this will just be really, you can see it's just really kind of thick consistency to it. But that's going to be good because we want it to kind of stay in place. So now we'll peel back the skin here and just kind of dump it in. coat that whole turkey with that rub. A little bit more. This can kind of be a mess, but it comes out really good. See, so now the butter's kind of thickening up because it's getting cold. That's what we want, because we want it to kind of stay in place. Olive oil is kind of keeping it in place, and we just pull back the skin, and that's going to hold it in place during the cooking process. Now, we don't usually eat the skin, but of course for presentation I like to bring in a bird and have it look real nice. And so we're going to coat this on the outside as well. So it gives it that nice, rich, dark color that you want to see with the nice smoked turkey. And that is almost it. I have one extra step, but let me go wash my hands and I'll show you what we do next. Okay, so the last step I'm going to do on this is just really to add some color to it. But I'm going to grab my barbecue rub and just sprinkle this on the top to give it a little bit that red color. And when this is cooking, it's just gonna make it a golden red. It looks great. Now, when you're smoking this, all your smoke comes from about the first 2 hours of cooking. So that's when you're going to get most of your color. That's when you're going to get all your smoke penetration for the turkey. So the first hour is pretty crucial. We're going to be cooking this on between about 225 is where you want it. And then the rule of thumb is when you're cooking this out on the smokers, you want to do for every pound the turkey is, you want to do a half hour. So this turkey is nearing 12 pounds, so we're looking about a 6-hour cook on it. But again, as you get closer, we'll have a digital thermometer in the turkey. When the breast gets to 160, that's when you know it's done. So we're prepared for about a 5.5 to 6 hour cook on this bird. So let's see, we'll get things done in here and go outside the smoker. Alright, so a couple little things about smoking before we get going. I've filled my hopper full of the hickory wood chips. I think that's a kind of a good flavor for the turkey. It's going to have a nice kind of robust smoky flavor to it that I like. Also, a lot of people like to use applewood for it. I've used that in the past. It's really good as well. Just trying to try something a little different today, doing the hickory instead. Now, one of the things, if you come closer, now I have a pan in here. This is just a basic roasting pan, and I'm filling it up with about halfway full of water. And part of this is we want to get the turkey a nice kind of steam bath the whole time it's in here. Now, this is easier to do with a turkey breast, because you can see I don't have a lot of clearance here. I should have enough for my bird. If I was doing a full turkey, I'd probably have a pan where the turkey actually sat in on a raised platform, and still smoked it that way. But I should be able to put it on top of this and still have enough clearance today. So I'm just going to use this. Now, this has all the holes in it to kind of let all that steam come through, and that's going to keep our turkey nice and moist during the long cooking process. The other part of this is going to let all the turkey drippings fall down into this pan and let me make some nice smoky gravy for our mashed potatoes and our turkey later. So it kind of saves all those drippings from the turkey, and the gravy is amazing. I can't tell you how good that turkey gravy is. Alright, so our smoker's up to temperature now. I'm going to get this turkey on. Looks good. Okay, now all we have to do is sit and wait. Alright, so we're about halfway into our cook right now. The turkey's been in for about 3 hours. Our temperature has been a little higher than 225. I've been kind of sitting about 250 through most of it, so I might be cooking just a little bit faster than normal. But right now I think the food temperature is about 122, so I might cut back my heat a little bit just to get that full cook in. Anyway, let's take a look at the turkey so far. Alright, well that looks really good. Nice color to it. You kind of see that smoke around it. We still got a lot of water underneath the pan. Then I'm going to spray down some apple juice just to keep the skin nice and moist. And put it back down, and we'll see in about another 3 hours we'll be done. Alright, so our turkey's done. I've brought it inside. We're ready to carve it up. As you can tell, it has this nice red color to it. This cooked for about a little over 6 hours. So it went a little longer than I expected, but it feels very tender, very moist. So the skin, we usually don't eat the skin of the turkey, so I'm going to go ahead and slice through this and expose the turkey. Pull that back. See, we got all those spices that we put on there earlier. Those look real nice. That should have absorbed into the meat really well. Now go ahead and come up close. Let's cut into this, see what we can see, how this looks. Cut into the turkey. Just take a chunk off. Okay, so if you can get in there real close, you can see there's that nice light pink smoke ring right there. You can see in there in this turkey just how juicy that is. You can see all the moisture in there. That's from the steam bath and just the cooking method, doing that low and slow. So I'm going to take a bite of this, see how it tastes. This is right off the smoker, so it's going to be a little hot. That's good. You can taste the butter and all those spices that are in there. They just are melding together. Such a good flavor. Well, I hope you try out this recipe for your next Thanksgiving or next time you do a turkey. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave one on the website or on the YouTube video. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Thanks for watching.